I'm your native Spanish speaker, and today we're going to learn about the simple present in Spanish. Are you ready? Let's do it! Many people say that Spanish conjugation is the worst, and they tell jokes about it, such as Henry Ford said, whether you think I'm able or not, you're right. Your brain gives you the capability to reach everything you want. Now with that, so let's get started with let's. Vamos a, let's. Let's, and then you put the verb in infinitive way. For example, to study, estudiar. If I want to say let's study, we say vamos a estudiar. Alright, so if I say let's study Spanish, we should say vamos a estudiar español. Vamos a estudiar español. Another example can be let's write. If you know that to write is escribir, you should say vamos a escribir. Vamos a escribir. So if I want to say let's write an article, how would it be? And you know that our article is artículo. Artículo. So you must say vamos a escribir un artículo. So let's see some phrases. For example, how can I say let's learn French? If you know that to learn is aprender and French is francés. To learn, aprender, French, francés. Aprender, francés. So how would you say that if you're going to say let's learn French? Vamos a aprender francés. Vamos a aprender francés. So let's play. Alright, let's see another phrase. Let's play in the park. And you know that to play is jugar. To play, jugar. In the park, en el parque. How would you say that? Vamos a jugar en el parque. En el parque. Ahora vamos a aprender las tres formas del presente en español. In Spanish, we have three different kind of verbs. The ones that are ended in R, the ones that are ended in er, and finally the ones that are ended in ir. Those are regular verbs. Examples of these regular verbs can be cantar, comer, decir. Verbs ended in R. As we see in the picture, we delete the R, replacing it. Let's look. Now vamos a usar escuchar, another verb. Alright, so with escuchar, to listen, we put apart the verb, adding the correct letter in terms of the pronoun personal. For example, escuchar, escuchar. Yo escucho, I listen. Tú escuchas, you listen. Él escucha, he listens. Ella escucha, she listens. Esto escucha, it listens. Nosotros o nosotras escuchamos, we listen. Ellos escuchan, they listen. Ellas escuchan, they listen. Other regular verb ended in R. Esperar, to wait or hope, to hope. Remember that we put apart the base, adding the correct letter according personal. So let's see. Esperar. I wait. Espero. Alright, I'm going to omit the pronoun personals. In a formal way, you can say usted espera. He waits. He waits. Él espera. She waits. Ella espera. It waits. Esto espera. We wait. Nosotros, nosotras esperamos. They wait. Ellos, ellas esperan. Remember that for men, nosotros, for women, nosotras, we, for men, ellos, for women, ellas, they. Note, in Spanish we have for you in singular way tú, which is going to be informal, and we also have usted in a formal situation. Example, if you're talking to your couple, you can say tú. Tú esperas demasiado de mí. You wait too much from me. Tú esperas demasiado de mí. You wait too much from me. But if you're talking to somebody who is older than you or to your boss, for example, in a formal situation, then you've got to respect them. So you use the typical formal way, which is usted. Usted espera el documento. Usted espera el documento. You wait for the document. You wait for the document. Let's see a little match with another verb. Our verb, caminar, to walk. How could you say you walk? Tú caminas. In a formal situation, you can say usted camina. Alright, and how could you say él camina in English? He walks. And how could you say he walks on the street? And you know that on the street is por la calle or por la acera, no problem. You can use those two, right? So you can say él camina en la acera. How could you say I walk? Yo camino. I walk. Verbs ended in er. Alright, so now let's see the regular verbs that are ended in er. As we see in the picture, you delete the er, replacing it. Let's look. Before we carry on, I want that you analyze the picture, look into different verbs and the conjugations. Remember, we delete the root, in this case er, in the last one was are. Alright, now we're going to approach the er verbs. Verbs ended in er. Remember that in the last part we were deleting, taking away the are parts, but in this case we're going to do the same but with the er parts. Alright, okay, so let's get started. I will give you this verb ended in er, which is to drink, beber, to drink, beber. Let's get started with drink. I drink. Yo bebo. You drink. Tú bebes. He drinks. Él bebe. She drinks. Ella bebe. It drinks. Esto bebe. We drink. Nosotros. Nosotras bebemos. They drink, ellos, ellas beben. And you drink in a formal way, ustedes beben. Let's see a little challenge I have for you with another regular verb ended in er. To absorb, absorber. Let's see a little match I have for you with another verb ended in er. Absorber, to absorb. Absorber. How could you say I absorb right now? If you know that right now is ahora mismo in Spanish. Right now, ahora mismo. Alright, so you say yo absorbo ahora mismo. How can you say you absorb in the house? If you know that in the house is en la casa. You should say tú absorbes en la casa. Or you could also say usted absorbe en la casa. How would you say they absorb, but they referring to women? How would you say that? Alright, really good. Ellas absorben. Ellas absorben. Verbs ended in ir. Verbs ended in ir. So remember we had three different ones, right? The ones that were in ar, the ones that were in er, and those ones that are going to be ended in ir. Right. Before I start, I want that you find the similarities among the conjugations in the three verbs. They are really quite similar, right? Because in the first pronoun personal, they end in o. The ones that are, er, and ir end in o for I, right? When you conjugate it. If you look, the verbs ended in are the only different. In this case, are, and the other ones is. Again, here happens the same. E. You see how easy is this? But the main differences is the ones that we find here. Amos, hemos, imos. Amos, hemos, imos. So this is a key point that's remarkable. That's why I highlight this information, because you will need it. After we continue with the same dynamic and in conclusion, we can say that and ir, regular ended verbs, are quite similar. Okay, now vamos a ver la imagen. You delete the ir, replacing it by taking the root. To assist. Asistir is to go to some place. I assist. Yo asisto. You assist. Tú asistes. He assists. Él asiste. She assists. Ella asiste. It assists. Esto asiste. We assist. Nosotros, nosotras asistimos. They assist. Ellos, ellas asisten. Okay, let's see a little match with another verb, which is abrir, to open. How would you say she opens? Ella abre. How would you say she opens the door if you know that the door is la puerta? You should say ella abre la puerta. Ella abre la puerta. How would you say they open, but they for men? How would you say that? Ellos abren. Ellos abren. How would you say they open the door? Ellos abren la puerta. How would you say I open the bottle? If you know that the bottle or the bottle, as you want to say, is la botella. You should say yo abro la botella. Yo abro la botella. Okay, to finish, I'm going to give you 3 different phrases and you will translate them, of course, with my help. Let's see. Number 1. How would you say she speaks Dutch? If you know that to speak is hablar and Dutch is alemán. Ella habla alemán. Ella habla alemán. She speaks Dutch. Ella habla alemán. How you say I eat a hamburger on Friday if you know that to eat is comer and a hamburger is una hamburguesa. Alright, you should say yo como una hamburguesa el viernes. How you say you cover the car if you know that cover is cubrir and the car is el carro? You should say tú cubres el carro. Tú cubres el carro. Come on, do it with me, because I understand that many foreign people, they have a lot of problems with this pronunciation in Spanish and they say some carro. You should say carro. Excellent. Tú cubres el carro. Okay guys, I just hope to help you. Remember to subscribe to my channel and let me know what is the best sentence you like the most in Spanish. In the next video, we're going to talk about irregular verbs in Spanish in simple present, of course. In this video description, I'm going to give you a list of verbs ended in R, and ear. And with them, you can do the same we did with the previous verbs we learned in order to practice. So if you have any other question, do not hesitate to contact me. I'll be looking forward to your process.